in Homeland, he's hardly speaking with an accent at all. He's just adding things, you know.
Yeah.
He probably had a coach that says, you know, do what you're doing and then deny it. But oh yeah, Damian Lewis is fantastic.
Of course, Damian Lewis. He nearly did a scene of Made in Chelsea once. He nearly did a Made in Chelsea scene once. He's a massive Made in Chelsea fan, and we did a Made in Chelsea. It was called, what was it called? It was something Fake in Chelsea or something like that, and it was. We had Jon Snow playing someone's boyfriend, and he was involved. And he was like someone's new, like, as like a 25-year-old, like my flatmate Cheska, and she was obsessed with Jon Snow. That was her new date. So she was like, and Jon Snow
played Jon Snow.
Yeah, Jon Snow played Jon Snow. Hasselhoff played him. We had Embarrassing Bodies.
Hoff's a nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah. He seemed like
he's American.
I've met him a few times, but he's a nice guy. But we had all these people come in as cameos, and it ended up that girl who was with Jon Snow ended up...
Are you putting your coat on?
I don't need it.
It's chilly out there.
All right, I'll put it on.
I'm going to get mine.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what leaders shall we fuck night? Yeah, I'm both morning.
I'm developing a bad smoker's cough.
Do you want to do... Look, this woman, I'm telling you now, this woman is obsessed with me.
Kamikaze. Have you got a lighter, Lee?
Oh my God, I'm going to rig again.
Have you got a lighter? Right then. My daddy's name was Byron.
Byron. Oh, that's great then.
Like, he used to be a musician. He played in the group Mungo and Jerry. He played the bass for that hit in the song.
Just get him out.
Look.
His dad, his granddad was a diplomat. He used to work for the CNN, and my daddy was born in Egypt, raised in Ethiopia and Congo, because my granddad, his dad, used to...
Well, you might... Yeah. I make the best pasta. You'll never know. You never know it's not made. I bought it from Sainsbury's.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's the matter for you?
What is the matter with you? Yeah.
We used to have a Belgian man called Mr. Deschamps.
His wife was Greek too, and they came to England, and my dad came to England with my mum and had me in England. So, Crazy Rebel came out.
Hello, world.
Hello, world. And then...
Have you got brothers and sisters?
I got one big brother. Oh. So, yeah, they had my brother first.
Yeah.
And then I popped up. Hello, world. He was a good bassist, so he got a job, and he was in the group, Mungo and Jerry. He played the bass for the song. He toured with them a lot. He had a little bit of income. He weren't that rich. He just had a bit of... I grew up. I lived in the top floor of a council estate in northwest London. I was brought up in a, should I say, negative environment. When I got to about...
Zara, and they said...
They will.
Go on, kick off.
They will.
I'm going to go in that Zara and I'm going to go, look, you lesbian.
Downward spiral.
Why? Why? You've got to stay positive, Lizzie.
Oh, Liz.
You've got to.
Keep it in the
You know
now,
what you got to do?
Liz.
You've got to get a cup, you've got to look
Liz.
at it and go half full,
Liz.
sweetheart.
Keep it in the now. Keep now.
Exactly.
What do you want now? Drink?
More champagne, not that horrible sparkling wine. I didn't like that.
What about a French kiss?
Well, because you should do
Not from you. There's no more white, babe, sorry.
Bonjour.
No, I am drunk.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
The woman said...
I was honestly
that we won't
thinking
get
I was going to have a
any more
nice
alcohol
whiskey tonight. I would have been
unless I
sitting
give
at the
back
bar
the
right
tea.
But
now.
you did.
But I did,
Well,
so we
will.
should.
Having a nice drink.
If we're not, I'm going to go and I'm going to put the lampshade on my head again.
How's that ever going to...
Tell her you'll get her fired.
Spidey.
I don't think I can do that.
Has anyone got any jump on?
You should practice your accents more. Practice them. It's
Who
just
was
a
out there
big
for you
plus on the
tonight, then?
CV.
Who was that?
You
Who
won't
was
always be
outside?
doing this stuff.
I've got
you're
no
doing.
idea. I think
CV, accents. Ooh, great.
I did a voiceover before I came here. I did a voiceover reel. It was all like active, yeah.
What?
Feeling inside feels good on the inside, all that kind of stuff, you know. And what did I do? Littlewoods. A Little Christmas Luxury, all that kind of stuff. It's good fun. I enjoyed it.
A good voiceover agent will make you a few bob, you know.
Yeah, my ex is a...
Why don't we get T as the female vocalist? I said, I know another boy, he's good on the buttons. Fazer, yeah. So he was my best friend at the time.
What about your older brother?
My older brother, he's completely different to me.
Just wasn't interested in music?
Just weren't. He done a bit of sound and engineering when he was older.
Behind the scenes more?
Yeah, and yeah, behind the scenes more. And he just believed in me so much, and everyone in my neighbourhood used to call him Uncle B, because everyone loved him. All he used to do is, yeah, you want a pound, take £2. Yeah, Uncle B, you got free.
Voice of...
How can the Tampax have a voice?
Yeah. I'm bloody awful.
Ollie! Oh, I think my feet might be chucking out.
And she's also the voice, after I was trying to get over her, she was the voice of a brand new series of Made in Chelsea on E4 tonight. I was like, really? Really? I was like, my ex-girlfriend, the one I'm trying to get over. Yeah, I'm like... I'll show you I'll tell you which one to look where I'm on form.
I've asked Ollie for one. Where'd you get those pyjamas from?
Casey, do you want some joggers?
You can have some of mine.
That's favouritism, isn't it?
I fucking don't.
Yeah, from the top.
Can I?
Yeah, she's uncomfortable.
No, if they get diagnosed.
No, I've asked Ollie for day clothes. And Sam's going to have to dress me for the next eviction.
Yeah.
Infection that
Well, I was only here for 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home.
Anyway, that's why I relate to your story. So
Yeah.
I look through your eyes.
We don't like you two, so we're leaving.
Thank God.
She's still driving you.
Can I just say,
No.
we'd be better off all drinking in here. Because in
they
there,
took
I get this.
everything,
Don't
you
it's where it's
see?
so hot in there.
It's too hot.
Makes us drowsy.
Yeah.
We're best off bringing everyone in here.
It's got a big head. It's got a big head.
No, it's not a head. It's split the skin. This isn't even funny anymore. There's something growing
There's
on
something.
my face.
I think you've got.
It is.
I know it's not funny.
Oh, thank you, darling.
But you did just go there something.
It's not funny.
Why? What should we do tonight then, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I'm sorry,
Can I
but
show you my new tiara? Now we're all in here.
I prefer it.
Do you want one?
You should be an Aladdin.
Wait for the lesbian to get in touch. She's going to tell me to put it back.
Leave it on.
No, I can't. I don't. You want more alcohol, don't
I've
you?
got one coming now.
Oh, that's not what I've got.
Do you think if we got a knife and heated it up and then stabbed your face?
No, I think a needle. I think
Yeah, that's what I mean. Or
No.
a safety pin. I've got a safety pin.
Sterilise it better.
Yeah.
I think it's mumps.
It's not mumps.
It is mumps.
You would have had MMR.
Is that a scab on there, or is
No,
it yellow?
it's split the skin. Like where it's got so big, I think
Is
it's
it yellow, or is it a scab?
No, it's like a. I cannot touch it because it's so painful.
Didn't like none of my friends.
It's a cyst.
I think it's a cyst. Whose bed are we hanging out?
Now I know. There's only out of 20 people I used to chill on the estate. 20 boys I used to chill on the estate with. I only know 2 of them now.
Yeah.
So that says it for you. That song came out and it got to #1 on that little urban chart. And then he got to see a little taste of fame. So I'd be in his broken down van and then we'll stop at the traffic lights and say, "You're that boy with the hat. You're the boy with the hat." And I looked at him, he was like, yes, he was really happy about his son was getting noticed slowly, slowly. So we'd start going to schools and promoting and I'd get out and, David. So he saw a little taste. I know for a fact he didn't expect how big that I got.
Well, of course he wouldn't.
So anyway, the whole thing, he only got to come to one little minor performance, and the whole thing I'm upset about is that he never got to see me put the mic out and see people singing along the words. Yeah, and that's what he didn't get to see.
But you know what? He will be seeing it.
Yeah, pray to, yeah, of course. I was ringing the phone and the phone was vibrating on the little side where the phone was, or where the other landline was. I was thinking, he must be out anyway. He must have left his phone. So I ran around the estate at the back, and I looked at the bottom, and I looked at the green van. I was like, it's there. Well, you don't go anywhere without his green van. I was like...
And was this 1 o'clock in the morning?
1 o'clock in the morning. I think he died at about 12:30. 12:30. I was just a little bit too late. And my friend, Meza, he was the last person to speak to him. And my dad didn't really connect with that boy because, again, me and him were off the road. To him, he said, I'm waiting for Dappy, I'm waiting for Costas, he should be coming soon. And my friend Maze was supposed to come with us and chill us 3 in the night time. So I was ringing I went back, I looked at the van, I came back to the door, I started kicking the door. I opened up the letterbox, I rang again, the phone was vibrating. I was thinking, obviously I got a slight, well, where's B? And then I said, Lily. The little toy poodle, my mum's toy poodle I was telling you about. Phoebe, sorry, Phoebe.
Phoebe, yeah.
Yeah, because we bought another toy poodle called Lily.
Same name as my sister's dog, Phoebe, yeah.
So then I looked at Lily, I said, Lily, Phoebe, what's your... And she done this motion. The living room was just there, and she's a clever dog. She went, Row! So she was turning to the living room.
To say, come here, yeah.
Something's there, something's there.
Not right.
Something's not right. She basically was saying, someone's on the couch.
She had a very small amount of rice.
A day, and that's it.
That's it, yeah.
See, and we moan about chickpeas. I said that in the diary room when I was on my rant. When I was with Lionel, doing that task, and I climbed over, and I got the chocolates and the champagne, and they said, you'll suffer severe consequences. I said, I don't care. Let the house eat chickpeas, because we're lucky to even get chickpeas and rice and lentils and fresh vegetables.
Exactly.
And I had this massive rant in the diary room, and I was like, they don't realise how lucky they are, so we can all eat chickpeas. I don't care. And I went on this big rant about how we're all lucky and we're all being paid to be here, so we have to live off chickpeas for a week. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't mind living off rations. I know obviously more people do.
I don't care about rations.
But that's why they said to me tonight about alcohol. They said if I don't give my tiara, they'll take alcohol, because they know I care about that. Because they knew that if I would have gone, oh, I don't care about food, like I don't, I could eat chickpeas and vegetables.
I don't care about rations. I think, obviously not you, Liz. I think meat is quite, where a lot of us eat meat, I think some of us might like.
Yeah, see, I don't eat much meat, so I don't care about.
Do you eat much meat?
I eat a lot of meat and fish at home, yeah. Fish.
Yeah, see, I don't. I'm pretty much vegetarian. I don't cook meat for myself. If
I eat a lot of chicken.
And if I go out,
a lot of chicken and
I'm
fish.
more fish now. I'm more fish than
fish.
chicken.
When I go to a restaurant, I always order fish. I have a different view of meat since I've met you.
Meals for one.
Do you?
Yeah.
You've what?
I have a different view on meat since I've met you.
Yeah, same. Me too.
I do think about, when we eat that chicken and that, I think about it a lot more since I've met you.
What their life was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fear.
And I think about it a lot more since I've met you.
Because they know it's going to happen to them, you know. They do.
I agree, if they have a lovely life and they've had the time that they have on here on Earth has been nice, then I don't mind. But if it hasn't, then I can't. Like, I know eggs are different, but I only get organic eggs. And when I buy meat, I do buy organic meat, always now. I never buy, you know, value or anything like that, also because I think it's full of rubbish. But I do always look on packets.
There you have to start stage by stage. What I'm campaigning for at the moment, and I went to speak to my local MP, William Hague, about it, is live export. We, as a civilization, should not...
Come on. I know, that time was the most, because I knew, as you can see, I added it all up. Yeah. And then she came up, and then... boy that my friend and my dad didn't really get along with. My brother came just back from his friend's house. So what a coincidence. We're 6 of us outside on the balcony door trying to get into the house. And then...
Was your mum paying
at the moment?
I don't agree with that.
Export.
I don't agree with that. It shouldn't be live. They should have their life.
I don't think anyone in this country would agree with that.
Why don't they
I didn't even know that we did that.
Why don't they kill them first?
Because they go for ritual slaughter and halal slaughter for the...
Halal is bad, yeah?
Yeah.
They have halal meat in supermarkets now.
They have kosher meat, which is
kosher.
What's kosher mean?
Similar
it
to
means
halal.
the animal isn't stunned before it's killed.
And I've seen in Sainsbury's now halal meat.
Yeah.
And Tesco's.
Do you know how much? And this is an interesting subject. And I before I say this, I will cover myself and say I like the fact we live in a multicultural country. But it's very interesting.
And then I said, Mom, don't go in there first, because I'll shut. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Stop, stop. I said, Faisal, go into the house.
England is like that.
I do.
I think we're a place
it's good.
of refuge for people.
And that's why a lot of people want to come here because, you know, it is a better life.
But I think it's fine that people come here. I think it's fine that we have temples, etc. But I think I find it interesting when you go down a street and you see the takeaway.
Is afraid.
No, bullshit. All of them
And you can't be afraid. If you believe in something, you lay down your life for it.
Yeah.
You know? I believe that.
I agree. I think, though, I could, especially after meeting you and talking about meat, I could be pescatarian.
What's
I
pescatarian?
could just eat fish. And I don't even eat shellfish.
I could.
I could just eat fish. But I don't really
I could
cook.
do that.
I don't really cook meat at home anyway. But when I go out to a restaurant, I always order fish. So actually, my diet is mainly fish.
The only one thing I do really like is I really like spare ribs.
Oh, I don't.
But is that bad? Are they killed bad for ribs?
What's pig? Is it pig?
I really like spare ribs. Are they killed bad? Are they killed bad
That's
for them?
bad. Thing is, though,
it?
Liz will say anything bad.
But are they killed bad for ribs? Are they?
Well, no, they're just killed and then they take all cuts of meat. They're not just killed for their ribs. But I cannot eat ribs because...
No, I've seen them killed, the cows. They're very, very frightened.
No,
They're
isn't
terrified.
it pork?
Yeah, but isn't it for all of their meat? It's not just for the ribs.
I know, it's not just for the ribs.
But it's not cow ribs. It's pig.
Beef.
It's both.
And pigs.
I didn't know you'd eat beef ribs. I just thought it was pork.
Beef ribs are bigger.
I really... But I could not stomach eating ribs.
But can't we farm them so that they have a nice life whilst they're here, put to sleep, and then do their meat?
But you can't put an animal to sleep that you're going to eat because you cannot eat an animal that's got drugs in it.
Yeah.
So, for example, when I found a sheep that was injured in a river, I called the vet. We couldn't save the sheep. She put it to sleep. She puts a big painted blue cross, cannot enter the food chain. You cannot have drugs going into the food chain. Therefore, you have to kill animals without drugs.
Is there any...
Well, that's why they stun them.
No, but when you're raising not just the death, and they're called terrible names, they have cigarettes stubbed out on them.
No, they...
Because I've got sheep, and they're very, very sensitive animals.
So is there any way that you can kill an animal in a humane way?
No. No. Not without drugs.
We're coming. Obviously, Mummy told me a story about Bernie.
Is it your uncle, did you say?
And my dad.
Oh, your dad?
But everyone in the neighbourhood used to call him Uncle B, so I used to call him B too.
And his dad used to say to him, don't call me B, you call me Dad. Because he thought he was too cool for school.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah,
he put you on the road to where you are today.
Yeah.
Definitely. And, oh, God.
And I know people say, you know, he is with you and he will have seen your success and all, and I do believe that. you know, because I have to believe that we'll see them again.
That's the thing. You know, like, once they're gone...
It's still hard. You still think, yeah, but he's not here and I want him here.
Yeah, and that's what... I've only been to his grave, like, 3-4 times, and I don't, like... I feel like...
Well, he's in your heart.
Yeah, he's in my heart.
I have a little token urn. Have you seen my little token urn beside my bed?
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've seen pictures.
Yeah, and there's a little urn, and I've got some of Brian's ashes in there.
Wow, I didn't see that.
And he said to me when he died, he said, I don't want a headstone, I don't want to be buried in the ground, he said. I just want you to have a little bit of me wherever you go.
Wow.
So I've got this little token urn,
that, haven't you?
and I've got to take it everywhere with me. And that's my little, you know. But, you know, he will be there. He is there.
Yeah, it was a bit...
And that's why you're a musician, because your dad was.
Yeah, of course. And the thing is that what got me the most is that I weren't preparing for nothing. Yeah. I didn't know he had... I didn't know he was ill.
Yeah.
I was too now.
He thought he had a bad cold.
My ex-boyfriend...
You brought the tortoises back?
Brought the tortoises back. My ex-boyfriend, he's a scaffolder, and he was a scaffolder.
Did you meet him through your brothers?
He worked for my dad. Anyway, he was a scaffolder, and when he changed jobs, he...
And apparently it would have been better after half a year.
But, you know, it's easy to say that, isn't it? You know.
He was scared. He didn't, like, know the doctor. My mum would say, go to the doctor, and he'd come back and say, I've been. And then... she'll find the slip in his pocket and it hadn't even been signed by the doctor, so he was lying all the time, so he'd never really... Yeah.
And he was only 50.
He died at 50.
God.
He was so... He looked so...
How long ago?
2007, April the 5th.
That's the year my husband died.
Serious?
September the 21st.
OK, wow. Wow.
So it was a bad year and it was a good year because they took good people that year.
Yeah, they took good people that year. They did take good people that year. Now, she obviously told me about Bernie and I told the same story that I told Lee. I told Lee, Lee dropped a blooming tear for me, man.
I cried hard.
I told him the whole thing and he just let me.
I was like this.
He couldn't hold it.
Made me cry.
Because it's so detailed. You see the way I told it to you? I've left you with the story. The way you left me with Bernie, I left you with that. Do you know what I mean?
It's so amazing. And, you know, and you can never, ever think, you know, I should have knocked the door down that night, because you don't do that, you know.
No, I thought I should have just kicked that door.
Yeah, I know, but you know what?
I might have saved
Grief makes you have unrealistic thoughts and, you know, if only. But you know what? Fate is fate.
Aren't they?
Well, actually, there's very few organic abattoirs, so the organic animals have to travel further to be slaughtered. There's very few in this country.